All right, and we are live. Again, my name is Marvin Smith. I am founder and CEO of NxusCloud Inc. We are a NxusCloud Inc. is a cloud first solutions provider, managed service provider. We provide SMBs with cloud-based solutions. And by the title of the live, basically it's if the term antivirus is dead, is EDR the solution? So I'm gonna demo an EDR solution that I'm gonna use going forward. Um, any clients that I sign up with, this is mandatory as part of their solutions package. Um, yeah, I think it's just a great product, great solution. I was part of the beta testing sometime last year. Got to know this platform really well. Has really great services from what I could see. Just all in one solution in a cloud based platform. So before we get into demoing this product, I'm gonna go into the term EDR solution. Now, with EDR solution, you have four different categories. You have IDR, you have XDR, you have EDR, and you have MDR. So the acronyms, all four acronyms provide slight differences in services. So before we jump into that, let's just jump into what the industry is kind of shifting away from. It's no longer antivirus solution on a user's machine, because we've seen time and time again that we have different variations um, of incidents. We have ransomware, we have malware, and then we're seeing a combination of antivirus, malware, ransomware. We're just seeing different variations of three different categories of viruses. I think that term antivirus is just it's a dead term. We're in 2023. We've seen ransomware attacks shut down companies for days, months. We've seen malware just run havoc through corporate networks. So when we're talking about antivirus solution, I tell my clients I don't sell an antivirus solution. I sell an EDR solution. What does that mean? Again, we you have to look at it like this. EDR, it stands for intrusion detection response. So it detects an intrusion, it responds to it. Now that response could be a response that's created by me, created by another technician, created by a security expert. But again, when that intrusion is detected, there's an automatic response to it. There's no, oh, the virus signature got to be updated. So the program could kind of analyze what this signature is compared to what's in the database, and then determine that it's a threat. No, so with an EDR solution, from what I've seen, majority of them are cloud based, which is a good thing because there's a additional piece behind the scenes. There's an entire threat monitoring um, environment that's usually behind the scenes with most of these EDR solutions. So again, threat and detection is done in real time. There's no waiting for the virus signature to be downloaded. and compared against what's on the machine, you have something that's done in real time. And that's what I tell majority of that's what I tell all my clients. All of my solutions are real time solution. There's no give me a couple days to analyze this. No, everything is done in real time. If somebody even attempts to break into their Microsoft 365 tenant, there's an additional security monitoring piece there that alerts me in real time of what's going on. All right, so let's get back into this. So with the EDR solution, you have four different variations or three different variations minus the EDR. You have IDR, you have XDR, and then you have MDR. The IDR stands for identity detection and response, or identity based attacks. You usually see this in some corporate environments where people are being you know are getting hit with password attacks, password phishing, and credential stealing. So this solution is mostly in a lot of corporate environments because threat actors could use corporate credentials and passwords and log into a system and pass themselves as an actual employee of that corporation. So quite a few attacks have been done like that I've heard of. So XDR stands for extended detection and response. So in some environments, you'll see a mixture. You'll see an IDR solution with an add-on XDR package. So you have the identity base prevention attack, well, identity base um, prevention, and then you have an add-on feature to that extended detection and response. So within that extended detection and response, that could mean multiple things. It could probably go into, let's see, looking at my notes, um, various cybersecurity solution with that XDR package, um, network traffic, and threat intelligence. So yeah, so you'll see within a bigger corporate environment, the enterprise environment, you'll see a combination of things like that. Now, the solution I'm going to demo later on in this live is basically it's an EDR slash MDR. Now, the MDRP stands for Managed Detection and Response. So instead of waiting for the platform to kind of react to a solution, some environments are are have custom setups where there's a lot of custom software being run, custom scripts, custom solutions. Now, for an average EDR solution, that just might cause havoc and just block everything. But a managed solution, you could actually go in and do what's called pre-configuration or manage what the platform is able to detect. Yeah, so what the platform is able to detect. Um, this solution, let's see what it usually covers. Covers employee protection, network traffic data analysis, threat analysis, detect and response to cyber threats. So what else? Basically, just gives you a little bit more leverage in what you when it comes to detection and response. Just gives you a little bit more leverage on what you need to do. Um, pre-configuration, adjust certain settings, adjust certain scans. The solution I'm going to demo later on is a combination of both. Is a combination of EDR and XDR. It's is a combination of EDR and MDR, which means I could go in, do I could let it run on autonomous mode, do whatever it needs to do. There's an AI piece that's behind it that kind of controls everything. But if I need to adjust certain things or say, hey, this threat that you're picking up, it's not really it's not really a threat at all. It's just a custom script that's running in the background, or some kind of custom software that's running. So I could tailor the scans, the real time detection and monitoring. Let's see. So most EDR solutions are built on five basic principles. One, identify. Two, protect. Three, detect. Four, respond. And five, recover. So within these five principles, you could get different variations on different takes on a EDR solution. Because, like I said before, we're past the whole antivirus stage. We shouldn't even be thinking about, oh, my next machine that I'm gonna get in the on the civilian side, the next machine I'm gonna get, oh, it needs to have an antivirus solution. No, I think right now on the consumer side, we need to start seeing some solid consumer based EDR solutions that's coming down the pipeline, or something. We need to see something like that where we can't say, oh, the next my machine is coming with Norton Ghost, McAfee. We've moved past those programs. It's 2023, and we need to be talking about, like, the next machine I get has to have a free trial to some EDR solution that's going to protect me in the long run, with a cloud backup or some kind of feature like that. Um, so yeah, that's the basic acronym for an EDR solution. Um, Let me see, what else can I get into. Yeah, so just according to my notes, that's basically it. Just it was a busy day today, so I'm just extremely tired, but I just want to continue this live and just give you my take on basically, I don't deal it with any antivirus solutions. It has to be EDR, it has to be cloud based, it has to have an AI piece to it, and it just has to be customizable enough to where I could adjust it, I could turn off certain settings, and just make it work for my clients' needs. So, um, so let me get into this demo. I'm gonna share my screen. So this is a EDR solution from Viper. It's called Viper EDR. It's a cloud-based EDR solution. Like I said, I was part of the beta testing last year. I think it's a great product, and we're a partner with Viper. So let's look at this scenario, and I'm gonna constantly bring this up let's say the New York Bar Association had an EDR solution. I guess let's say 56 users, give or take, machine matching each user, so 56 machines. Plus, you're talking about servers, give or take, or whatever else is running in the background. So let's make it a even 60 66 machines on a network constantly running. If you had this solution running on all of them, again, it's compatible with uh, all device. Well, not all devices. It's compatible with Windows, Mac. Um, I believe at some point I saw maybe a Linux version, but again, that was probably during the beta testing. But I saw you have a version that could run on a server. Now, imagine just logging into your environment and you're able to get a status on all your machines in real time. So this has all my tested machines. I'm gonna go through my devices. I have another desktop that's shut down. I have my MacBook Air, it's protected. I have my main desktop, I have my Surface, and I have a Windows server that I just built a few minutes ago. So again, I'm seeing the status of all of them in real time, no delay. My MacBook is going through a scan right now. I just turned it off. It's been off for a few days. So I get green lights all across the board. It just ran through a scan. Nothing was found. Nothing was quarantined. No threats. No timeline. And so I'm gonna go into one of my main machine is the machine I use for a lot of my application testing and virus testing. So I keep a hard drive with a lot of malware and viruses just for testing purposes. I don't know why I do it. I just kind of like, instead of going out to the web to kind of find a new version, I know I have that version on a hard drive that's on my machine. So my main desktop, as you can see, it had quite a few security events because again, what I like about this solution is that it's good, but it's kind of too good sometimes. So let's see, the AP is stands for uh, can't remember exactly right now, but there was a malware that was running, I think, in my download folder. I downloaded something and Viper caught it, detected before it could go into anything else. So if I go back to my scenario with the New York Bar Association, let's say they had Viper EDR running on all of their machines, a cloud-based solution that's giving reports in real time. So if the admin would have logged in on any given day, Viper alone on its autonomous mode with its AI running could stop, I want to say, 90% of all the attacks or all the intrusion that comes into a network. Um, how good is it? Well, when it comes to an EDR solution, I look at it like this. You want the camera system, you want to look at your environment in different levels. So an EDR solution is my camera system. It's monitoring everything. It's collecting reports in real time. You know, if something happens, the camera system catches it, and the EDR solution detects it and does what it does. So if the admin or MSP, whoever it is, would have logged in, he would have got a clean user interface. He would have saw on one of his machines or user's machine that there was a threat that was blocked, like this one here. It was blocked. It would give gave him the machine it was blocked on. Um, Again, if he would have created some policies in place, I call this my SMB policy. Just a lot of tweaks that I put into certain policies. So the admin or the MSP would have just got a nice, clean user interface that he could go through and kind of just look at what's going on. So if I go back to my desktop, devices, desktop, I would see, okay, there's something going on here. There's some events. So let's look at these security threats. Okay, okay. So if I look at these events, it will basically let me know what's going on that machine right now. So we have, as far as severity, we have 8,006 events that are low. We have 425 medium, 1100, 111 information type severity that we need to look at. And we have 35 severities that we have to, high 35 severities that we need to look at to kind of figure out what's going on. So let's click on this and see what's going on. We see Windows Management Instrument. So metric attack. Looked like there was some event going on with Google Chrome, and Viper recorded the event and said this is something that's high. So I got to look into this and see what's going on. As you can see, you could tell who the user is. My machine is connected to my Microsoft 365 tenant. Okay, destination port, source port. Um, Again, this has an AI piece that's running in the background. Again, there has to be something that's learning everything and kind of watching everything. So again, there has to be AI in place on a solution like this. And as I go along and I do more demos, I'm gonna kind of go deeper into these features. But this is probably something I have to kind of look at pretty soon to find out what's going on. Again, could be some false positives. It happens, but I have to look and see what these metric attacks are. Could be coming from an application, maybe an add-in with Google Chrome. But again, Viper by itself, not knowing what it is, it stopped it in real time and basically displayed a report for me to look at. So I have the summary, I have the last time it was scanned, what was scanned, the number of folders. So again, with a solution like this, there's no way that that threat actor could have been in the system for so long and not be exposed. So we could see that there's been some stuff quarantined. I have a lot of crack software on my machine because this majority is what I use for my testing and testing out other programs. So Viper picked it up. It didn't like what it sees, so it pretty much quarantined it, and it basically said that it's low, but it's gonna quarantine it anyway. Um, so some adware.js.agent. So again, I'm downloading a lot of stuff a lot of times. So there's quite a few malware in downloads. So Again, another application crack that could be from anything. So if we go back again, we have a we have a gen we have a gen variant um, ransomware. Again, could have came in from anywhere. Let's see what else. What else? So let's look at threats. Okay, so it quarantined all of these. Um, Web activity. It picked something up on web activity. It's on my main machine. It looks like some kind of DNS security. Something happened. It categorized it as a fraud. So I'll have to look into that and see what was that. Could be a domain that wasn't really secure. So it picked something up there. So let's go back. Now, one of the pieces that I like is the timeline. So it could actually create an event timeline when it did its first scan, what it picked up, and then so forth and so forth. It did a quick scan. It didn't find anything during a quick scan, so it did a full scan. Quick scan was done March 3rd at 12 p.m. So it did a full scan March 3rd at 9 p.m. Now 11 p.m. after it did a full scan, it caught the variant and it put it in a quarantine. And then from there, the next day, it did another scan, a full scan at 9 p.m. So March 4th, at 9 p.m., it did another full scan because we know majority of attacks are taking place after hours. This is threat actors know people are going home. Um, the the admin or whoever it is basically they know that they're lazy enough not to put certain things in place, so they're going to execute a lot of their attacks after hours. So did a full scan, found something there. It you know classified it as a um, low priority, but again, if we look at the scan detail, yeah. So it's I downloaded a lot of torrents. So this is Adobe Pro, the site where I downloaded it from. So this application crack.pfl file, that's common with a lot of crack software. Um, you have to trick the software into thinking it's registered with the software manufacturer. So if you want me to kind of do a deep dive into crack software, just let me know. Um, put a comment, and I'll try to put together a video on crack software. So from there, March 4th at 9 p.m., it found this crack file, and then it did another scan March 5th at 9 p.m. One full scan, one quick scan. It didn't find anything. So it found something March 6th, 9 p.m., 9:22 p.m. Maybe I downloaded something from a website or some kind of website redirected me somewhere, and it found something in a DNS protocol security event, web event, and it found something there. So again, we're constantly going. It's constantly looking throughout the week to find more things that it didn't catch during the first scan. So March 9th again. So we're at March 6th. 9:22 p.m. It found something, quarantined it, and then it did another scan, one full scan, three quick scan, two custom scans. Nothing was found. So again, this AI piece, it's constantly learning how to better itself, constantly learning to go back, double check its work, scan again, do a deep scan, do six scans all at once, one full scan, three quick scans, and two custom scans. Try to find something. Another aspect I like about this Viper EDR solution is that it lets me know what applications are vulnerable. So again, when I talked about the MDR piece, the managed detection and response, so that would be part of a managed solution where you actually have application patching built in. So if I click on my applications, I could see my Adobe is up to date, my WinRAR is up to date. What's out of date? My FileZilla, Chrome is out of date. My Google Drive is up to date, no new releases. Google Earth is up to date. GoToMeeting is up to date. So what else needs to be up to date? I do some remote access into some cloud servers, so Putty needs to be up to date. Telegram is okay. Well, not Telegram. Let's go back to Telegram. So it's been updated, so that's good. Um, Everything else, my VLC player, my Zoom, um, Paint.net, that's up to date. So this is a good solution for a lot of application patching because we know certain programs don't get pushed out when the update hits. It doesn't get pushed out on a mass basis. It's up to whatever vendor or reseller to kind of do those updates on whatever machine it's been downloaded on. Um, I think that should be a solution somebody works on, like somewhere down the line, like every vendor has to agree. Like if they push out an update, they can't just hope the update hits the machine. There has to be some kind of way on the back end where an update rolls out, it hits everybody's machine all at once. Microsoft does that when it pushes out an update, it makes sure it hits everybody's machine, all active Windows machines all at once. You'll It's up to you if you want to delay it or let the update go through. But again, another good piece that I like, I get to see all the applications that are running on my machine to see if they've been updated instead of waiting for them to install. Instead of waiting for me to open the application the next time and then get hit with a message saying, "Hey, well, there's been an update." I could just go into my EDR solution and say, um, "Update." I could do a reboot after update, but this message pops up for me on the front end and to let me know that an application's been scheduled. So this is why I think this is a good solution for me, because what I could do is I could see all my clients' machines in real time. I could say, hey, keep your machine on this weekend because I'm going to be pushing down some software updates to your, Microsoft Word or whatever application. Microsoft has its own, update system, which is it's not Viper's not picking up my Office programs, so I have to see what's going on with that. That could just be a bug with the system, but could be something else. But yeah, for all my other applications, Google Chrome, Google Earth, instead of waiting for me to open that application and I get hit with a message saying, hey, this application has an update, I could just go into my EDR solution and say, okay, update this software, or in the terms of my clients, basically say, hey, keep your machines on this weekend. I'm going to be pushing out an update to, this machine, this application. Um, okay, so as far as incidents, it detected a malware gen variant. There's quite a few of these gen variants that are out there. So this is NC incident type 2. Also, another feature I like about this. So let's say it finds an incident. I could go into root cause analysis, and then I could see what triggered the malware. Okay, something within when nient.exe triggered services.exe. From services.exe, then 5 other triggers happened, and then from uh, mssense.exe, 15 other triggers happened. So Viper detected this as something was happening with Windows Defender, advanced threat protection. Again, could be a false positive, but again, Viper's not going to sit there and kind of determine what's going on. It's going to say, hey, these triggers are happening. I'm going to do what I do best and just block it. Just block it on the hold on. And just block it on the attack. All right, so this is root cause analysis. And again, I expect all of this to happen. This is my main machine I use for testing, constant everyday work. So let's look into events. Again, this is also good if we're using the New York Bar Association as like the event, the data breach event of the century, the year, whatever. Now, let's say if they had a cybersecurity insurance policy, depending on the policy holder, the policy holder might want to go back and kind of say, hey, I want to see what happened in a real time, so we could kind of determine if we pay out your policy or if it's like a user mistake or something that you said you had in place just wasn't in place. So you could do a root cause analysis and say, hey, this happened on the desktop. It originated with the win.int.exe file, which triggered services.exe. Services.exe triggered mssense.ext, which triggered 15 other events. So from here, we could probably get a security expert from Viper, and then we kind of just look into it and see if this was what happened. Was it something happening in a download in the temp file? What downloaded? So it looks like I downloaded something. Again, I'm constantly downloading things, so something happened somewhere. It got into a file. It triggered something, and then Viper automatically does what it does and block the event from happening. But it kept um a root cause. It kept a analysis of what took place over time. So again, this would be ideal for a company or agency who has cybersecurity insurance. If something happens, the Viper EDR solution could actually look into it and give you a timeline of everything that happened on that machine. So if If we look at the New York Bar Association data breach, if they had Viper, they could actually say, hey, this malware or this ransomware got in through a phishing attack. It downloaded itself on a user's machine. And then from the user's machine, it kind of just jumped all over, jumped throughout the network and just caused havoc from there. So we have the events. What else? History, nothing in the history. Again, Viper doing what it does, did an auto remediate. And so that was the only event, only incident. And then throughout all my machines, I could see what's going on in real time when it comes to events. Again, Windows, there's constant stuff running. So Viper is just sitting there collecting all that information and just bringing it into one central portal for the admin, for the MSP to look at and just kind of evaluate. Um, Me being me, I will probably have somebody just monitoring this 24/7, just sitting here making sure nothing happens. Again, alone by itself, Viper could do its job and just kind of do auto remediate any incidents. 99% of the time, definitely Viper could discover what's going on and stop it in real time. But again, everybody's different. I would probably want to have somebody just dedicated to this, constantly watching every client's environment and just making sure nothing happens. If something happens, um, just escalate that up the chain and just let me know so I can let my clients know what's going on. Let's see what else. What else? Setup. Setup is pretty simple for this platform. You have notification. I could add different notifications, incident detection, health digest, threat digest. I could do a scan, email, just give me an overview of all at once. I could say this alert is site wide, or just a specific policy that I'm adding. So these are my different policies. Again, I could create multiple policies if I feel like certain things are just too strict, or the security setting is just too high. I could just create a new policy, remove that event that I want to remove from a policy, and just create a new one. Users, settings, time zone, auto update, and also what I like. Let's go back to policies. I have a policy here that I'm testing. Let's say this is an inside attack that's going to happen. I could actually put in place that the agent cannot be uninstalled by anyone. It has to be uninstalled by password alone, which I had it, yep, on my server. So, yep, I have this feature turned on that it could only be uninstalled. So, again, in a crazy scenario, let's say a threat actor gets into the system. It detects that Viper EDR is running. Sure, he could shut that down, uninstall it, but if there's a password protecting the uninstall, there's no way for him to kind of figure out what that password is. So again, camera system constantly on, it's recording everything. And then if there's a spotlight on the threat actor, nine times out of ten, they're gonna basically say we're not gonna continue with this data breach, because if you're constantly being watched across the network, then what can you do? Um, yeah, so this has a Windows version, Mac version. I think I remember seeing at one point that there was a Linux version, but I'm not sure if that's what that was part of the beta testing. Um, Again, my reports, my threat. I know one of my clients likes to get constant reports, but the current solution that I'm using right now is just reports are just in my words, in my terms, just sloppy. And this is an enterprise solution, so but again, um, what I usually just do is just do a screenshot. And with this solution, probably what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna talk to them and see if they could just do generate a report, maybe a PDF, probably a colorful PDF, just a synopsis of everything, kind of like a synopsis of each of these reports, and see if it's possible. Um, that's the license summary. It's not really important, but um, yeah, just in one PDF type of report, generate it and do an email on a certain time of the day, like a Sunday or something. I could just send it to my clients so they could just see what's going on. You have application reports, keeps a track across all of my machines, which application's been updated, which application needs to be updated, and so forth and so forth. So, application reports. What else? Um, let's see what other features. All right, so let's go back into devices. Um, Now let's go back to devil's advocate. If we're saying if if a threat actor gets in, malware gets deployed on a machine, what I like is this feature called isolate from network, where I could, if I detect something's going on with a machine, I feel like it's gonna spread, I could just do click on this. It cuts off the network card on that machine itself. It doesn't uninstall the driver. It just blocks the network connection, and I could remote onto that machine and then just do a shell command. Right now, it just did a remote shell into my main desktop, and then from there, I could get an overview of what's going on the machine and just do some commands to either remove that malware or kind of get a deeper idea of what's going on. Click yes. What else? I can stop the agent, uninstall the agent, scan applications. So let's scan applications and see what's going to happen when it scans it. But again, that's devil's advocate. So right now it's doing a scan and registry. Let's go to scans. So no threats found so far. So again, we had a custom scan earlier today. Okay, 27 files, 6 folders. So it didn't find anything yet. Um, yeah, so that's a quick overview. I'm gonna go more into this. Do some demos. I want to try to use one of my test machines as a dummy machine and just download some malware on it and just watch what Viper does in real time. And I'll do a live and let you guys know that this is one of the best solutions I've ever seen. Um, I've seen a lot of stuff just from the corporate side. Again, it's lightweight, cloud based. Main question I get asked by all my clients is, will it bog down my machine? Will it slow it down? The first thing I tell them, no, it doesn't slow down your machine. It's cloud based. All cloud based solutions do all the it pushes all the major reporting back into the cloud for better data processing. So it doesn't process the data on the machine to slow it down. Um, Again, seeing that in a corporate environment, used to get calls on a daily basis, just basically saying my machine is slow, my machine is slow. And after you heard it for the hundredth time, you just basically just want to shoot yourself because you can't tell the user the machine is slow. But if the machine is slow, then what are you supposed to do? So again, any cloud-based solution pushes the data back into the cloud so the server could process it in real time. Um yeah, so that was it. This is just a quick live. I'm gonna do an intro to Windows 365 maybe next week or the week after that. Because my schedule is just getting hectic these few days. So that's gonna come up, and then I'm gonna install Viper on that Windows 365 cloud PC just to see how it looks from a back end or from the Viper's point of view, because it is compatible with Windows 11. I have this running on my Surface, and again, doesn't slow down my Surface. My Surface is closed right now, but it's running a scan. So yeah, my Surface still runs smooth. I think a lot of these events, it's just basically it's either Viper fighting with Windows Defender or Windows Defenders that pushing something down that Viper doesn't really understand. So I think that's where all of these events are coming from. But again, have to do some research into that and see what's causing that. But it shouldn't be a big deal. So, but again, it could just be Windows new features in Windows 11 that Viper doesn't really understand what it is yet. But again, Viper is going to do what it needs to do, and that's protect the device that it's running on. Defender evasion. Okay, so we're seeing variant. There's a malware, gen variant. It's a malware. Um, yeah, again, could be Windows Defender using the signature of the gen variant um, as a as to store it in the Defender file, but to store it in the Defender vault. But again, could just be Viper's detecting this and it doesn't understand why Windows Defender is doing that. But again, could be anything. So when I put together a security solution for my clients, I just don't give them a one-stop solution. I give them multiple layers of solution that again, I could just go into one simple console. I could look at what's going on and I could tell them, hey, this is where the problem happened. Um, Something wasn't talking to something. And then from there, we could just move on. But again, I'm gonna keep doing more demos on this Viper EDR. We're a reseller. This solution will be part of all of my clients' um, technology stack going forward. I think it's just a great product. Um, Everything you need to know that's going on within across all your machines in one central location. Um, could be deployed on servers. I just made set up this Windows server today. Um, last scan 1 minute ago. Let's see, security events. It's probably something to do with Windows that Viper's not liking, but yeah, process is um, yeah, run dll32.exe common Windows executable for file sock svc host. That's constant. That's a Windows thing. um so yeah, it's probably just Viper trying to figure out what Windows is trying to do, and not liking what Windows is doing. But again, nothing is 100%. No application is on my server yet. So, but again, we got a timeline. It just did a scan today at 9 p.m. No web activities, no threats, no quarantine. Scans look good. So this is my server that I'm using for testing another product. So yeah, a lot of files to be scanned, a lot of archives, a lot of folders, registries, and things like that. Gives me a clean summary. Again, if anything happens to the server, it gets breached or whatever, the threat actor can't uninstall Viper because I have a password on. I have a policy to only uninstall if the right password is entered in, and that's auto generated. So you can't really brute force that. Um, yeah, so this is it. This is the Viper into EDR. So again, is this a right solution for most SMB clients? Yes. In my personal opinion, yes. Um, why? Lightweight, cloud based, AI built in, just an overall clean solution. It doesn't bog down the user's machine. I could set my policies. I could see everything that's happening across all of my clients' machines. Um, and yeah, just think about if this was happen, if the New York Bar Association had this, their admin, whoever they had to watch their system, could have just logged in at any time and just see what was going on, and that data breach could have been prevented with no hesitation, because alone Viper in its autonomous mode is gonna block 99% of all ransomware. I want to say yes, it can block 99% of all ransomware that gets on anybody's machine. So yeah, so the title, if antivirus is dead, then is EDR the solution? Yes, I would say it is the solution. um this is going to be part of my solution stack for all my clients going forward. It is what it is. I'd rather be overprotected than to be underprotected. So if that makes sense. But again, um, this is a short live, and that is it for Viper. Let's stop sharing. And so, in closing, I'm Marvin Smith, founder and CEO of NxusCloud Inc. We're a cloud first solution provider, managed services. We provide cloud services like Viper EDR to small, medium-sized businesses. We are a technically a green company. All of our solutions run in the cloud. So again, we lower our carbon footprint. And what else? Yeah. And the merch store is up. Let me go store. So again, if you buy something from the merch store, thank you for the support. I'm gonna be adding more designs pretty soon. Also, if you there will be a discount code in for the merch store in the uh, video description. So if you buy something this month, you'll get a discount on the whatever t-shirts or hats you buy. Again, you're supporting a black-owned business. Um, no scamming, no nothing like that. I just put up the merch store just to say thank you to the followers and just continue to support. There's a discount code that will be in the video description. It's good for this month. You just get a nice discount off any t-shirts you buy. So let me share the merch store. So that's store.nexuscloud.com. Again, designs are going to be changing. So this is what I have right now. I'm a CEO hoodie. On the back, it basically says can install an operating system. Only Clouds Classic T. Um, this one is only clouds where data and content live, which is true. I gotta adjust some things on the store site because it's running slow. Yep, only clouds where data and content lives, which is true. So, but just look out for more designs coming up. I still have a lot of designs on the back end that I just haven't gotten to yet. So, thank you for the support in advance. And that is it. If you're a small, medium-sized business that's looking for cloud solutions, cloud support, a link will be in the bio to contact myself, or sales associate will be there to talk to you. Also, what else? What else? Drawing a blank. Yeah, link is contact description. Contact link is below. Um, if you're looking to get your cybersecurity insurance, I was able to get one of my clients their cybersecurity insurance on the solutions that I provided for them. Um, Again, to maintain that insurance policy, there's going to be some changes for them, but again, I was able to get them the cybersecurity insurance policy, and they now could work with any big client because the security solutions they have running on all of their machines. It was provided by me, and that's it. So again, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be doing more lives pretty soon. Probably either next week or the week after. I'm gonna showcase Windows 11 Cloud PC. I've been using it for some time with one of my temp employees. Again, if you look at what Windows 11 is, what Microsoft is trying to do, they're trying to say we're in 2023 and you don't need to kind of buy a physical machine anymore. All you really have to do is just basically, if you're working with a service provider like myself, we could actually go in the back on the back end and create that virtual PC for you. Any employee could log into that virtual PC, and run and work on it like they're running any standard physical machine. So I'm gonna showcase that probably next week or the week after, and I'm gonna install Viper on it, and just to let you see what it looks like from that end. So again, please like, share, and subscribe. I got the merch store up. Support the business. If you're a small, medium-sized business looking for cloud solutions, looking for if you're looking to get your cybersecurity insurance, my solutions could help you get that policy pushed through. And again, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back probably next week with another live. All right.